Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Preview Show for today, the 3rd of May. I could talk about last night. I could talk about that run in the 9th inning for the Braves from the Twitter bet that went out there for the Mets, but I'm not going to, because you don't want to hear me moan anymore. Let's just get on with it. Let's get this back. Let's win tonight. There's one game in particular I've got a pretty strong opinion on. I'm going to start with the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. The Yanks have lost 5 straight. They send struggling Luis Severino to the hill tonight. He comes in at 0-3 with an ERA approaching 7 after getting smashed for 6 runs in just 3 innings last time out against Texas. Baltimore is a lineup filled with power hitters that can punish a mistake, and they are still scoring runs, despite only scoring once against the White Sox last time out. They have a 2-game losing streak at home, but it isn't due to their hitting. They've only lost 3 games at home all season. 2 of those were the last 2 to the White Sox, who lead the American League in wins at the moment. They send Chris Tillman to the hill. Tillman has allowed 2 runs over his last 2 trips to the hill, has a 2.79 in his last 6 ERA in his last 6 starts at Camden Yards versus the Yankees, and he's only lost once to them in those 6 starts. So with the struggling Severino, the power potential in Baltimore's lineup will play the Orioles -1.5 and -3.5. I'm going to play the Cubbies tonight, -2.5 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jake Arrieta's up. We all know he's got a great record against everybody. The last time he pitched in Pittsburgh was the National League wildcard playing game. He was opposed by Garrett Cole, who's the ace of the Pittsburgh Pirates that day. The Cubbies won that game 4-0 to move on in the playoffs, extending Arrieta's record in Pittsburgh against Pittsburgh, to 7-1 with a 1.46 ERA in 10 starts. John Neese will pitch for Pittsburgh. He's unbeaten so far this year. That is only because of these Pittsburgh bats. The bats are unlikely to help Neese out this start. He's got an ERA north of 4 for this season. I can't see Pittsburgh scoring more than twice in this game. Neese carries an ERA, he's an ERA over 5 this season, and a 4.76 ERA in 10 starts against the Cubbies. I'm going to look for the Cubs to score some runs. I'm going to look for Arrieta's dominance to continue and shut the Pirates down. I didn't like the 1.5 lines. Don't like to play those odds on really, so we'll buy the run at 2.5 and go with that. The Washington Nationals will visit the reigning champs, the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City are struggling at the plate. They've been shut out 3 of 4. They face Tanner Roark, who's gone 7 shutout innings in each of his last 2 starts. Chris Young will oppose for the Kansas City Royals. He's a fly ball pitcher to the extreme. Now, that doesn't necessarily play too badly in Kansas City, which is a pitcher's ballpark. However, he's going to face Bryce Harper, and there's not a ballpark in this universe that Bryce Harper can't hit the ball out of. The Washington lineup does have plenty of power. Chris Young has allowed 6 home runs this year, and there's a chance I think that total could increase today, and I'm certainly going to take Washington to win this game. Now for the strong opinion. Philadelphia against St. Louis. We have Aaron Nola on the hill for the Phillies. He's an outstanding young pitcher, and I don't trust the St. Louis lineup. They've hit a heck of a lot of home runs. I think that's on like 30 combined this year already. But I don't trust them. They're not consistent. And the same can be said of the Philadelphia Phillies lineup. This match looks like a pitcher's duel to me. I do think Philly are overpriced in this game. Nola's gone 7 innings, both his last starts. He's only allowed a run in one of those games as well, just a single run. Including shutting down the Nationals the last time out. The Nationals are a more fearsome, powerful lineup than this St. Louis Cardinals one. And as I say, this is a nice pitcher's park at Busch Stadium. Michael Wacha is on the hill for St. Louis. Now, he had a rough start his first time out this year, but he has settled down very nicely, allowing 6 runs over his last 4 starts. With weak lineups and a pitcher's ballpark, this looks like a low-scoring pitcher's duel to me. So what I'm going to play is I'm going to play Philly to win because I think that price is too big. I'm going to buy down on the under because the under's at 7. The over-under for total runs is 7. And I don't like to play 7. I'd rather buy down to under 5.5 runs. And we'll shove some on that. And we're also going to play race to 3 runs, neither. Because, I'm not sure I can see either team unless there is some home runs, which I'm not sure there will be with these pitches on the hill. I don't see the teams getting to 3. I almost played Philadelphia to win by a single run at 11-2 as well, but I think we've got enough invested in the game they're in as it is. That's a, it's the sort of opinion I like to take when I'm up for a season and I'm willing to chuck a couple of points at something. But I have to trust what I do, even though we aren't actually in positive numbers at the moment. I know what I know, and I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to believe in the process. And I hope that you believe in me too. Best of luck if you're having a play today. Play ball.